alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay, guys, subhanAllah. I generally do every so often look at what's trending on YouTube. It seems the shayateen in ins and jinn tend to communicate a lot of their intentions and even their plans, I guess, using such media as popular culture, talk shows, and many other things. And for those of you who are discerning, just through a process of elimination and double speak, symbolism, numbers, even the duration of the clip itself, you'll be able to ascertain whether there's something not quite awry about it. And in this particular instance, you're going to find, first of all, the title itself is quite ominous. The Fall, right? Eminem, and let's just, if you bear with me, right? I'm going to pause this at 23 seconds. I mean 33 seconds, right?
Man, you gotta stop looking at that shit, bro. God damn.
At 33 seconds, it falls. The mobile phone, right? And we're going to move on from there.
You know.
Now, what do you see? Straight away after 33 seconds, you see the fall, and then you see a black and white staircase, right? Which again are the two opposing colors in masonry, and then you've got the fire exit. Now, some of you, this should certainly ring a bell with straight away. I think they're referring to the same timeline that I was referring to in the last post, where I think on a thread I'm chatting with Raven Kifa, and you'll probably understand from that, as well as the other blogs that I've archived since, about that particular topic. In fact, I've been building up towards it. They're trying to artificially um, manufacture the passages of the Bible, Ezekiel 38 and 39, and this fire exit is referring to what's coming and what's ahead of us. What you'll see is, again, like I said, for those of you discerning, you'll understand the representation here. In Heliofant is the fire exit, right? On the checkered board. I think we're in that timeline now where it starts and Ezekiel has started. Um, what you have here, moving on at the end, if you take a look, again, it's a very, very encrypted occult video. I'm not going to discuss the rest of it because that's not really relevant for the purpose of what we're talking about right now, although I'm sure you'll be able to discern a plethora of things whilst watching this. I don't personally recommend it. It's very dark. It's all about demonic possession and how they invoke these entities and then maybe perhaps become not even, well, they are victims to it, but I guess subdued and seduced by them, and then they're used literally as vessels in order to communicate from that dimension into our alim wujud, into our reality, right? Oh, there you go. Now watch what he does at the end of the video. He's just been possessed by a demon. This is at the close of the video, and that's the fall of the states, United States of America. This was posted today, guys. So it is what it is. It seems to be symbolizing exactly the same to those in the fraternity to maybe get out of the states and move. I think the tsunami is going to come very soon. My personal position has been, and I postulated the 25th of September when Trump actually announces in the General Assembly his intentions to divide um, Israel into two. This is when they'll also artificially cause this landslide, which will, uh, I guess, um, result into a tsunami. Maybe perhaps they'll use the active submarines to make sure that they actually augment and ensure that this tsunami does in fact happen. But for the onlooker, it should look artificial, right? Because they want people to think that this was a natural occurrence and it was a divine hand, when in fact they probably will be using. There might be some sort of a landslide, but I don't think that landslide will be the asbab, the cause of the tsunami itself. They'll actually use one of these hydrogen bombs in the nuclear submarines in order to create this tsunami, and then they will say this was the hand of God through a landslide in Hawaii, which caused this huge tsunami to come inland in the States, right? And then this crack, they're already doing that through weather manipulation. They're heating, freezing, and then saturating the land with floods. and this causes the land to retract and contract, and it will open up a crack after they use some of the technology that they're already using. I understand that the technology they're using is from the poles, from Antarctica, and it's some sort of a um, um, energy focused device. Wallahu alam exactly what that is, but they're using it in order to. It's very similar to HARP, and that's the sort of technology that's being used for earthquakes and not necessarily for weather manipulation. For weather manipulation, I understand it's a different technology altogether, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. But I think right now this is exactly what this symbolizes. I just thought I'd archive it. Jazakallah khair wa jazak for your time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.